Cork Community Radio, reaching out to you.
So we are joined by Trina and Jess. And what do you both play?
Well, I'm sing with the band and Jess plays cello.
Very good, very good. I have an interesting question about cello in a minute. But it's very technical. not everything is supposed to be related to the Cork Music Show Challenge as well, by the way. I should just fill in the listeners that everyone knows about the Cork Music Show Challenge anyway, where you ask it's the hardest quiz in the world. But when I left a voicemail on your phone this morning, it sounded like I was going to make you run an obstacle course or something.
Sign up for this.
Yeah, exactly. That's the sound. I was going to get you to run through the shopping centre with like an egg and spoon or something like that while we threw tomatoes at you.
Oh, we love doing that. Yeah.
we just do that all together. So right. So the UCC Express described you as mixing alternative pop, jazz, and classical in a way that seems to create a genre entirely of its own. Bona Fide Federation really are, to my mind, the most exciting band to come out of Cork in recent years and have to be heard to be believed. High praise indeed.
Yeah.
Would you agree completely with that? Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. No, Lynn Harding wrote that article and she's a great girl. We love her. She's very nice to the band, and if that's what she thinks, it's great.
Oh, very good, very good. And would you agree with the fact that you've kind of created your own genre?
I think because we kind of use different instruments. There's no guitars in the band, so it kind of creates something a little bit different. And we find it hard to pigeonhole ourselves into a genre.
Absolutely.
When people ask us, who do you sound like? We find it really hard to answer that question. So I don't know, maybe we.
And that's a hard question at the best times, really, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, we're like Madonna. We're brilliant.
Yeah.
And you've clearly made quite an impression on industry experts as well, winning last year's Battle of the Bands at Bundoran Sea Sessions.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. There was about 8 or 9 up-and-coming bands from all over Ireland did it, and we won that, and we're going back up actually on Friday to play at the Sea Sessions Festival in Donegal.
Brilliant.
So we're looking forward to that. It's a great wee festival. So
Excellent. Yeah, there's a couple of good Cork bands playing there as well. Frank and Walters and Fred will be joining you there as well.
Yeah.
So are you going to set the kind of Cork tone when you get up there?
Oh yeah, we're first on, so bring it.
Very good. Cork music scene is kind of lacking in maybe venues for upcoming bands to play, or how did you find it when you were starting out?
Well, to be honest, I think
it's picking up recently.
Yeah.
Places like the Pavilion has been great to us anyway. I know we've got an awful lot of gigs there. And there's Cypress Avenue still
with
going.
the Bowery now, starting to do kind of rooftop gigs and stuff. It's kind of an interesting venue because it's a new kind of place to kind of, I don't know, especially with a summer vibe. It's a nice kind of venue to play.
Absolutely. Do you think the weather will hold out?
I don't know. I'm hopeful.
So you've got the Sea Sessions coming up, and you're playing Independence as well.
Yeah. We're actually going to do an acoustic set at Independence, so we're looking forward to that.
And, so what else does the summer hold for Bona Fide Federation?
Well, we've kind of got an Irish tour in the pipeline at the minute, and we're going to be recording in August as well. We're going to be recording either a second EP or an album. We haven't quite decided yet. So we're looking forward to that, just getting into the studio, and we're actually going off now after this to a cottage in Water just to write for a few days, just to kind of get away to the country.
Cabin fever.
Yeah.
That's very diva-ish of you, isn't it?
Oh yeah, totally.
Apparently Cathy Davey did that as well. She rented a little cottage in France to write her last album. But you can afford Waterford. So.
Well, ours is
free, yeah.
Oh, very good. And is there any kind of particular style that you sit down to songwrite? Is there one primary songwriter, or is it a joint effort?
Well, it's mainly Pierre O'Reilly, the piano player. He writes a lot of music, and then I'd write the lyrics. Then,
very good.
But it's a collaborative process with the whole band. Everybody does their own, say, drum beats or cello lines, and all the rest. So it's a joint effort.
You just recently launched a single last Friday?
Yeah, we just launched our new single. It's called Festival. So it's kind of a summary number. So it's available to download on iTunes. So get your hands on it.
And do you have an active Facebook page?
Yeah, we've an active Facebook page, and we also have a page on Breaking Tunes. So it's breakingtunes.com/Bona Fide Federation.
Excellent. We like that. So on the Cork event. That's the nice part of the interview over. Is that okay?
Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. You're now on to face the Cork Music Show Challenge. Last week's guests didn't do you any favours by getting 5 out of 5. You're picking a slightly more credible artist, really, in my opinion, of David Bowie. So for the first question, dun, 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 dun. In 1975, David Bowie wrote the song Fame with Carlos Alomar and which other famous musician?
John Lennon.
Nice. That is 1 for 1. Excellent. Beautiful. Very nice. Which was the first album to feature the full Spiders from Mars lineup?
That would be the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
I'm afraid that was hunky dory.
oh damn.
No worries, no worries.
It is the hardest quiz in the world.
It is the hardest quiz in the world. Name the theme tune David Bowie wrote to the 1986 film Labyrinth.
Underground.
That is exactly right. That is what you're doing very well. David Bowie wearing on the album cover The Man Who Sold the World.
It's like a long robe, like a draped robe thing.
I'll give you that. It was in
Long-
fact a dress.
Okay.
Well done. Well done. A robe dress.
Yeah,
A
robe dress.
robe
She was
dress.
just
That's
about to
what
say
I
that before
said,
you-
One of
anyway.
those
A
robe
robe
dresses.
dress.
He's always wearing it. Very good. And the final question. What are we on? Is that 3 out of 4 so far? Is that
Yeah, 3 or 4.
3 out of 4? Cork Music Show team not really.
I'll agree with that.
So for the final question,
Uh-huh.
which album cover features a picture of David Bowie in profile? Well, that's just a ridiculously hard question.
Oh, that's low.
That is exactly right. That is just out of nowhere. Well done indeed. So listen, we are going to hear your new single. This is Festival by Bona Fide Federation.